Let's get started. Number 10, the day your brain deletes your mom's face. Picture this. You're talking to your mom, and for about 4 seconds, your brain suddenly goes, "Nope, never seen her before." That's prosopagnosia, but in miniature, a fleeting facial recognition glitch so rare, neurologists have only scraps of data on it. No head injury, no trauma, just your brain temporarily misplacing someone's entire identity like it's an overdue library book. The leading theory, your fusiform face area, the brain's celebrity spotting region, fails to sync with memory retrieval, so for a few heartbeats, you're basically living in a witness protection program you didn't sign up for. Science calls it transient prosopagnosia. You'll just call it terrifying. Next time you forget your mom's face, smile. She might forget yours someday, and then you're even.
Number 9. The Great Medieval Dancing Plague. You think TikTok trends are weird? In 1518, hundreds of people in Strasbourg started dancing in the streets. Not for fun, not for cardio, but because their brains apparently forgot how to stop. It went on for days, some collapsing from exhaustion or worse. Was it ergot poisoning from funky rye bread? Mass psychogenic illness triggered by stress? Or did medieval Europe just have the most dangerous flash mob in history? Modern researchers lean towards stress-induced mass hysteria, a psychosomatic domino effect where seeing one person twitch makes your brain think, "Guess we're twitching now." Imagine your nervous system subscribing to trends without your consent. At least back then, there was no algorithm to recommend more.
Number 8, déjà vu or just a brain reboot. You're sipping coffee, chatting about the weather, and suddenly, boom, you know you've been here before. Not just similar moment familiar, but frame-by-frame rerun familiar. Science's best guess? Your brain's memory system gets a glitch in the matrix. The part that files present experiences accidentally dumps it in past experiences. You're not psychic, your brain just hit the copy-paste shortcut on reality. Some researchers think it's a brief delay between the left and right temporal lobes, so one hemisphere processes the event milliseconds late and then reports it as déjà vu. It's the neural...
Number 7. The Laugh Epidemic of Tanganyika. In 1962, a boarding school in Tanganyika, now Tanzania, had a small giggling fit. Normal, right? Except it didn't stop. It spread like Wi-Fi to 95 students, then nearby villages. Some people laughed for hours, others for days. No jokes, no clowns, just a contagious wave of hysterics that shut down schools for months. Science labels it mass psychogenic illness, basically stress escaping your brain through your diaphragm. The country had just gained independence, and researchers suspect political uncertainty turned into emotional chain reactions. Once it starts, seeing someone else laugh makes your brain's mirror neurons fire, telling your body, apparently we're in a comedy special now. Fun fact, no actual cure was found. It just faded away. Somewhere out there, the punchline is still missing.
Number 6. Face blindness, when your brain forgets your mom. Imagine walking into your own home, locking eyes with someone on the couch, and thinking, "Who the hell is that?" Surprise, it's your mom! Welcome to prosopagnosia, or face blindness, where the part of your brain that recognizes faces, the fusiform gyrus, is on permanent coffee break. For some, it's genetic. For others, it happens after brain injury. The weirdest part? You still recognize people by voice, hairstyle, or the way they stomp around the kitchen. Science can map which neurons fail, but it still can't fully explain why some brains lose the ability to process faces while keeping every other skill intact. Basically, it's like your brain decided human faces are optional DLC content and never downloaded the pack.
Number 5. The Exploding Head Syndrome. Not as fun as it sounds. You're half asleep, drifting into dreamland, when suddenly, bang! It sounds like a gunshot went off inside your skull. No pain, just the auditory equivalent of a Michael Bay movie trailer. This is exploding head syndrome, a real sleep disorder where your brain misfires during the shift between wake and sleep, creating phantom noises. The theory? Your brainstem is trying to shut down multiple systems at once, but instead of a smooth power-off, it's like yanking the plug from a stereo mid-song. Pop! It's harmless, but terrifying. Some people hear crashes, electric zaps, or doors slamming. Worst part? Try explaining to your doctor that your head exploded last night without getting that look. Number 4. The itch you can't scratch. Phantom limb syndrome. Imagine losing a limb, but your brain refuses to update the body map in its software. Weeks, months, even years later, you feel an itch on a foot that no longer exists. You try to scratch it, but surprise, it's gone. This is phantom limb syndrome, where the somatosensory cortex still thinks the missing part is present. Some researchers believe it's your brain clinging to old sensory data. Others think it's a glitch in the way nerve endings reroute signals. Weirdly, people sometimes feel movement in phantom limbs, like toes curling or fingers tapping. The treatment? Using a mirror box, so your brain sees the limb again and finally lets it go. It's basically tricking your own nervous system with a low-budget magic trick. Number 3. Foreign accent syndrome. Your brain's surprise rebrand. You wake up from a nap, order coffee, and the barista says, "Oh, are you from London?" But you've never even been to England. This is foreign accent syndrome, a rare condition where brain damage, often from a stroke or injury, changes the rhythm and pronunciation of your speech so much that it sounds like a totally different accent. Neurologists say it's not that your brain downloads a new accent, it's more like muscle coordination for speech gets scrambled, and the result, coincidentally, mimics one. Still, it's surreal. You go to bed sounding like a Midwesterner, wake up sounding like you just left a Shakespeare festival. Your friends think it's fake, strangers ask for your travel story, and you're stuck explaining you got brain lag, not a vacation. Number 2. Prosopagnosia, when your brain forgets faces. You're talking to someone at a party, laughing, bonding, you step away for a drink, come back, and suddenly, bam! You have no idea who they are. You're not rude, you just have face blindness, aka prosopagnosia. For some, it's mild, like, I just can't place where I know you from. For others, it's so severe they can't even recognize their own reflection without context clues. The glitch happens in the fusiform gyrus, the part of your brain that specializes in facial recognition. The cruel twist? You can still remember voices, clothes, or that they have an oddly aggressive mustache, but the face itself? Total blank. Celebrities with it have accidentally ignored close friends on red carpets. Imagine life as one long, awkward, do I know you moment. Number 1. The exploding head syndrome, your brain's midnight fireworks. You're drifting off to sleep when, boom, you hear a deafening explosion inside your skull. Except, it's not real. This is exploding head syndrome, a harmless but terrifying sleep disorder where your brain randomly fires auditory neurons as you transition into or out of sleep. People report hearing gunshots, crashes, or even electrical zaps. It's thought to be a hiccup in the brainstem shutdown sequence, kind of like your nervous system forgetting to mute certain circuits before dreamland. The upside? It's not dangerous. The downside? It makes you question whether you're in a spy thriller or just overdue for a nap. One sufferer described it perfectly. It's like your brain wants to remind you it has a sense of humor. At 3 a.m.